What's up? It's your boy, Zuconius, the philosopher. Back with another vlog. We doing this thing, baby. Oh yeah, might have missed a day, but that's okay. It ain't about the daily vlogs. It's just about doing it. It's just about doing it. If you miss something, if you mess something up, that's okay. You just get right back on it. Just get right back on it. So anyways, today was a good day. In accordance with the dream that I had a few days back, that I'm not sure if I actually mentioned in my dream logs yet. I don't think I mentioned it in a dream log, but I had this. It might have been before the dream log started. But the dream was basically I went into work and said my goodbyes to everybody, and it was very emotional, and I really like it was so nice in my dream. Like it was like such a nice little thought of like saying goodbye, moving on, like a time of passing. Like I just felt it so strongly in the dream that I was like, I know this is what I have to do in real life, and so I did. And today I walked in with golden shoes and the Sistine Chapel on my pants. Best dressed outfit that I could think of. Something very fancy, something very shiny and sparkly and glowing. With a black shirt to kind of offset it, give it that tone of like, today's my last day. And I didn't like make a big deal out of it. I wasn't like, yeah, I'm out of here, bitches, yeah. It was very heartfelt. Like I talked to with managers and coworkers and just kind of let everyone know how it's like, how it's just how I've got a full time and I need time to focus on psychology and music, and it's hard to juggle so many different things at once, and I need to kind of go on my own path, and everybody understood that. And that was really nice that I was able to keep a good like connection with everyone there and not like storm off in a heat. Like it was good. It was good. Um, that's something that's very important that I haven't done in the past. I have like backed out of jobs and like well yeah, I think two jobs I actually just left, and I just kind of left without a trace, and it doesn't feel good to do something like that. Um, it's definitely like it's much more calming to the mind, to the self, to leave on good terms, to make sure that everyone understands why you're leaving, even if it is as simple as, listen, I'm stressed and I can't work at this job anymore. Like, let them know that. Tell them. People understand better than you might think. Um, and even if it's like, even if it's terrible news to them, they'll be happier you told them than like didn't tell them. So that is something that I found very important. To voice your feelings. It's if you're not happy, like it's important that people know that. Um, Not necessarily. I guess it's no, it is. It's so that's a tough one. If you're not happy, it's definitely important that you voice that. So that you can get the help, but you have to also at the same time be willing to get that help. You have to be willing to step out. You have to understand that your misery is a problem. If you're content in your misery, if you're a pessimist, if you're cool being a downer, then no one's going to want to get you out of it. They're like, all right, he's fine how he is. If he wants to be unhappy, he wants to be unhappy. Some people do. They just want to be unhappy. And that's on you, man. That's on you. You're fine with that. If you're okay with that, you can do it. More power to you. But in this world, we create our reality subjectively. So, I'm able to do things like get a eclipse on the side of my head. Funny story about that, about subjectiveness and perspective. I'm over here like, it's so cool. Some people will be like, yo, and then a customer, like from a distance, I brought food to him, and he said this. It cracked me the hell up because it reminds you of perspective. He said, from behind the window where you were working, and he's sitting down in a booth. He says, from behind the window where you were working, I saw that circle on your head, And I thought it was a tumor or like some kind of growth. And I was like, oh, this poor man. He's got this messed up bulge on his head. And then you come over and I see it's just just a fade. Like I didn't know what to say. I'm just like, oh, that's funny. Like I kind of appreciated that, honestly. Like some people might get offended or something. Like, what you mean it looks like a? But like that's perspective right there. Like not everybody's gonna get this. Not everybody's gonna understand it. Um, that's how it goes. Um, when you do stuff like when you make experiments, when you do your own, when you make your own art, when you project, not everyone's gonna get what you're projecting. Not everyone's and that blah blah. Not everyone's gonna understand what you're pushing out into the objective world. Your subjective mind is limited by things that other people understand. When you dream, it's easier to just create symbols and go into this world that's kind of your own. You can create your own dream world it might not make sense, but it makes sense, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense logically. It doesn't make sense like once you get into the real world, you're like, wow, that's a weird dream. But like at the same time, you just kind of flow with it when you're in the dream. Like it all like pieces together. It's all okay. It's all just it is what it is. It's your mind, and it's hard to take that subjective like dream and or your subjective thoughts that come into your head, and it's hard to take those and put those into art. That's what art is, honestly. In my I guess it's an opinion, but I would honestly say that's more of a fact than anything, that art is perspective. Art is pushing out subjective thoughts and trying to show other people your personal, unique perspective. And so pop music is like, I'm just gonna make music that's really easy to relate to. Or I guess it's not that even. It's pop music is like when a lot of people can relate to something that's just someone's life, it becomes pop music. So when a lot of people are struggling, when a lot of people are trapping, when a lot of people are like they only know poverty, they only know the hood, they only know bad things, that becomes the pop music. When a lot of people only know wet ass pussy, that becomes the pop music because everyone can relate to it. So music like mine, like my older music where I was talking about my drug abuse and my like my struggles in life, it was kind of more relatable. When I rapped about Minecraft, it's kind of relatable to all the Minecraft people out there. That's why that got so big. It became a kind of Minecraft pop. Um, when you rap about something very subjective, or when you make art that's very subjective, it doesn't get like listened to as much. Um, or seen as much, I should say. When you make very obscure art, that's what obscure art is. It's harder for people to understand, and therefore less people will try to understand it. It takes an artist's perspective to understand another artist's perspective, like when you make a very strange, like weird art that's just abstract and doesn't quite make sense to anybody except like a select few. Sometimes you have to know the background about the artist to understand what the art piece is. It goes layers, layers, layers deep. Now I'm just rambling, but that's my spiel on art. This started as a vlog about my day. I worked out again, getting them gains. My brother-in-law's got a little workout room that he's working on in his basement, so I'm able to use that. Hey, nice. Got to use what you got around you. Some people are luckier than others. I am very grateful for everything that I have. Always, always. And I totally understand if bad things happen to me. If I lose it all, I lose it all. That's just how it goes in this world. Live it up while you can. Appreciate what you have while you have it. Because it, just like that, could disappear. I think I got a guitar because I can. Because I can. And shit, when I don't have use for it anymore, maybe I'll pass it on to someone. Yeah. If someone, honestly, if someone can find a better use for a keytar than I can, like if you can honestly give me a better reason, like if you can tell me that you deserve a keytar more than I do, hit me up and I will give you my motherfucking keytar. I'll do it. I'll do it. Cause I have doubts sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, shit, why'd I get this keytar? I kind of want to sell this keytar. If you're the kind of person that's like, if I had a keytar, I would practice the shit out of it and like master it, and you can like prove that to me, I got you, bro. I got you with the fucking keytar. Because I got my piano. I'm good with just the piano. I like my keytar and I'm trying to get into the keytar. And if I can get into keytar, I will perform with the keytar. But I tried to perform once. I was like, But I want to keep going for it. I'm not going to give up on it. I'll keep going. I'll keep going. But at the same time, just putting that out there. Should there be an opportunity for someone, for me to help someone realize their full potential, I got you. But yeah, Zirconia's out. It's been an 11-minute vlog. This is long as shit. Who the fuck even listens to this?